Hey, what's happening, guys? Welcome back to my channel. This video, we're going to keep it really short, and there's a reason being. There are other videos out there already on the Air Venturi compressor. This is my video. There's no need to talk 20 minutes about a compressor. This unit is very simple. To get it prepared, it comes to you shipped just like this inside of a box. All you have to do is remove the covers here and put oil on one side as per the manual, distilled water on the other side. I do want to touch one thing that it does tell you in the manual is to use standard compressor oil. I use Husky. I have a Husky shop compressor, so I already have Husky I already have Husky synthetic and Husky standard. The other oil that tells you can use is standard automobile 5W40. Well, I don't know where you guys live, but I know for me, 5W40 standard is about impossible to find. So I bought compressor oil because it is a compressor. I got the compressor oil from Home Depot, and they're about $2.50 a bottle for 16 ounces. And out of that 16 ounces, you're going to use about 14 ounces or 15. Follow the instruction manual, very simple, don't overdo it. Just do what they tell you to do and use what they tell you to use. I'm not going to go through that. I think there are already videos on how to, you remove the covers by taking the screws off, fill the oil, put the cap on, the breather. It comes with the compressor. And you undo the back panel and you put distilled water, and it takes 5 quarts, which is 1.1 gallons. So I have 5 quarts of distilled water in here. The other important thing that I do want to express is it tells you to do a 10-minute warm-up. Basically, run the system. You turn on the cooling system first, then you turn the unit on. You don't hook it up to anything. You just let it run for 10 minutes. I think they want the pistons to break themselves in. They want to, part of what happens when you have a motor. So you do that for 10 minutes, you let it cool down, and now you can hook up your compressor. So what we're going to take a look here really quick, trying to keep it short here. What we're going to take a look at is filling up there's a 30-minute and then filling up a 60-minute, how long it takes. And I'm going to start from wherever these tanks are filled up, and I'll tell you guys where they're where they're going to start from. I think I'm down about 3,000 in each, and I'm going to fill up to 4,500. What was the other one thing I wanted to? There was one more thing. Oh, keeping the video short. The other reason why I'm doing it short is because I've had compressors in the past. I've had a shoebox and I've had an Alteros. Those have been booster compressors. In my opinion, one of the things that booster compressors fall short on is the amount of moisture in the system. And I think that kind of hinders the lifespan of booster compressors, because as the shop compressor, the motor gets hot, there's a lot of condensation inside of that reservoir and it pushes it into the system. Just over time, that's just what I've come to the conclusion of. So now I'm going to test that theory versus a standalone compressor. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a look again after today. I'm not going to take a look at this compressor again until 6 months. It's going to be a long-term review, not I got it today, I'm running it tomorrow. It runs so great. I mean, of course it does. It's like a brand new air gun. A brand new air gun out of the box is going to shoot pretty good until you cycle the action, or until you take it out to your local hunting spot away from all your tools and something breaks. So this video is going to be a long-term review. So after today, you'll see the updated version in 6 months. I think that's fair enough to do a review, unless it breaks in between. So we're going to keep up with how long we've been running it. The maintenance, it has a maintenance chart, how many hours you run it. Again, guys, follow all manufacturer specifications. It tells you everything. It's simple. It's so simple. It tells you when to change oil, when to change water. It tells you how many hours. Just follow the manufacturer's instructions. All right, let's get to seeing how quick this thing fills up a 30-minute. first, and then we'll do a 60-minute. All right, guys, we got the power. For you guys that are new to this, this is a standard 110. You don't need 220 volts. This is 110 volt, which is a plus. So let's plug it in. The next thing that we are going to do, as the book tells you, you have to turn on the cooling system first. And then you'll turn on the compressor. Hook the two ends together. Okay guys, we have the timer, the stopwatch set, the cooling system is on, the hoses are connected. Let's see, let's start it. I'll let it go to about 3,500 and I'll open the valve. Actually, I'll let it go to about 2,800 and open the valve. About 41 till I just bled it. So was that 600 psi in 10 minutes? Alright, we'll be back. "15 minutes, 15 seconds to 4,600 psi. Or we'll say 45. So it took 15 minutes to go from 34 to 45, which is 1,100 psi. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Okay guys, sorry about that. Too many technical difficulties. Hopefully this one will go better. Okay, what we have now is a 60-minute tank. Has about 3,500 psi in it. It only needs 1,000. So we're gonna start the whole process over. So first tank, the 30-minute was, I'm sorry, 45-minute, wasn't 30-minute. It was 15 minutes to go 1,100 psi. This needs to go 1,000. Let's see what we get. I'm trying to get numbers that most of you guys are going to have. At some point, I'm going to have a 3,000 psi, and I'm going to show you how long it takes to fill a tank to 1,500 psi. But right now, I'm just working with what I have in the tank after a normal day shooting. So let's go ahead and run through the process again. Okay, first things first, turn on the cooling system. Next, turn the compressor and hit start on the timer. shut off. There we go. Almost 21 minutes. Show you guys real quick. You may not be able to see here. But this little dial right here is how you set it. You'd have to read your manual. I'm not going to try to explain it, but this is how you set the shut-off pressure. As you can see right there, that's 4,000 psi. That's 6,000. The halfway mark is right there, which is 5,000. So it's just before that mark. So you're looking at about 4,600 psi shut-off. You can set that where you want. And you see with the compressor off, compressor to the off position. The cooling system still running. The temperature is steady dropping. The manual says if you see 95 degrees Celsius on the temperature gauge, please turn unit off. And you have to read the instructions, but I think it tells you to call Air Venturi for troubleshooting. But definitely turn it off. I'm constantly seeing 64 to 66 degrees Celsius. Well, that's it, guys. That's basically all there is to these. Very nice units, very simple. They're compact. Just kind of think of some of the last minute little things. For those of you guys wanting to know, watching the video, this thing basically measures 18.5 by 16 by basically 16.5 tall. 16.5 tall. And then I'm going to bleed the air. That's it. Disconnect the H.P.A tank from the compressor and you are finished. Pretty simple. You can either unplug the compressor or leave it plugged in. It will not run unless you hit the on switch. That's all there is to it, guys.